Hey guys, Rob here with McDojoLife, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys the helicopter throw. Alright, let's get to it. Before we get started, please make sure that you have plenty of space around you. You don't want to hit mom, cat, the dog, the goldfish, or grandma. Please make sure that you remember this is not stuff I'm teaching you for self-defense. This is not self-defense. I would never do this for self-defense. This is for fun. This is for hand-eye coordination and dexterity. There are two drills I'm going to show you to get started with this particular technique. The first is making sure that I can get the chuck to go up and down and not fly across the room. Alright? So forgive me if I don't stare at the camera because I've done this like 50 times, and every time I try to look at the camera and do this at the same time, I drop the damn things. Alright? So we're here, and I want to make my arm do more of like a conductor L motion, right? Like I'm conducting an orchestra. It's going to come in front of me, and then once my hand gets to about here, I'm going to toss it up so the nunchuck doesn't fly. It kind of glides up into the air. Alright? So that's what I'm looking for. So it should look like something like this. It's up in the air, and then I just kind of catch it. It's up in the air, and I catch it. I want to do this kind of like 10 out of 10 times, so that way I don't throw or make the nunchuck fall. I don't want to like do this without practicing that first. The next thing that you're going to want to do after you got that 10 out of 10 times is you're going to take the nunchuck, and as you stick it out to the side, you're going to swing it in front of you. Once it gets in front of you, you're going to want the stick that's hanging in the front to turn. You notice how I'm rotating my hand? So it just kind of swipes and continues through. So it's out, swipes over my arm, and continues through. One more time. It swipes over my arm and continues through. All I'm doing is I'm getting this motion. I need the nunchuck to go over my arm because it's going to create almost like the helicopter part of the helicopter throw, like the propellers. Now, once I've done both of those things, I'm going to put those things together. It's going to come, I'm going to let it rotate over my arm, and once it gets right about over my arm, like literally laying over my arm, I'm going to toss it into the air. When I do that, it's going to continue to rotate. As it rotates, I'm going to grab it out of the air and continue with the motion. So, one more time. Rotates, swipe, and then I add the throw. Toss it up, grab it. Toss it up, grab it. Now, how many times you allow it to rotate is up to you. I always suggest, like I've done in my other throw videos, that whenever you're doing this particular throw, you start off by letting it rotate a halfway, then a hole and a half, and you continue to play with that until you've got it down to where you can just whip it up into the air and grab it without even having to worry about it. So, like always, take this after you've got it 10 out of 10 times, rewind, play with the technique a little bit, and then start tossing it into your freestyling. Just messing around, having fun with the nunchuck. Whenever you get the opportunity, take it, toss it up into the air with that particular throw, and enjoy yourself. As always, have fun, be safe, keep the martial arts legit.